Birmingham, this is JCB Racing. 12 of all the 12 drivers have been seated into the bracket, but check this out. 4 of our fastest drivers from our Indianapolis event have an automatic buy-in into round 2. But first up, 8 trucks go head-to-head to battle into round 2. Make some noise if you're ready for JCB Racing. Yeah!
We are going to kick things off here in our first head-to-head matchup in the blue lane. Please welcome Mike Christensen, Vendetta. And racing out of the gray lane, please welcome Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco is 1-0 against Vendetta here in the 2025 season. Our staging lights lit at the far end of our race lanes for both of our competitors. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go. Let's go racing! Armando Castro, Toro Loco will see Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy in round 2. A great race to start things off here in JCB Racing. We're going to wait for that official time brought to you by our Monster Jam timing system. You can see the official Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Times are locked in. He clocks in a time of 21.377. Our second head-to-head matchup coming up here in the blue lane. Please welcome Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. And in the gray lane, please welcome Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, is 1-0 against Megalodon here this season. He sports a 21-13 racing record. He has 3 JCB Racing wins on the year. Time to go green! Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack will advance on into round 2 to see Bari Musauer and Zombie. Let's take a look at that replay. Getting through those corners nice and tight there. And Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack will move on. He clocks in a time there, 21.435. We're going to get set here for our third head-to-head matchup here in JCB Racing. In the blue lane, please welcome Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And his opponent in the gray lane, please welcome Joe Foley, Axe. Mayhem 2-0 against Joe Foley and Axe this season here. The winner will take on Tyler Meniga and Gravedigger. We've got those staging lights lit for both of our drivers. Those outside yellow lights. Our drivers need to head to that starting line to see 2 yellow lights, so we await that green light there for our drivers. We've got them locked in. Let's go! advancing on, Joe Foley, X. X will advance on to see Gravedigger in round 2. That gray racing lane seems to be nice and fast here for our drivers. 21.577 is the official time for Joe Foley and X. Still the fastest time belongs to El Toro Loco, 21.377 as we continue on here in the blue lane. Please welcome Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. And his opponent in the gray lane, please welcome Jim Kohler, Avenger. Avenger has a 3-2 racing record against Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. So if Thunderoris wins here this afternoon, he would make it 3 for all. Your winner is Thunderoris. A little hiccup on that last turn there in the gray lane cost some crucial seconds there for Avenger. Thunderoris taking full advantage, getting the win, and moving on to see Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Times are locked in. He crosses the finish line with a time of 22.458.
This is round 2 of JCB Racing. Our fastest driver have advanced to this round, but only a few can make it to the semifinal round. Make some noise if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
All right, advancing on into round 2 there in the blue lane. We've got an onboard camera up there on the video board of Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. You're getting an inside look there. And for the first time here this afternoon in the gray lane, please welcome Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Classroom Crusher is 6-1 against El Toro Loco here in the 2025 season. And we're going to see who will advance on into your JCB semifinal round. It's time to go green. Classroom Crusher advances on. Awaiting that official time brought to you by our Monster Jam timing system. Times will be very important moving in to the semifinal round, as the fastest time will have lane choice 21.965 for Classroom Crusher. Moving on into round 2 there in the blue lane, we've got Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. And for the first time here this afternoon, racing out of the gray lane, please welcome Bari Musauer, Zombie. Zombie is 4-1 against Jurassic Attack, but he's got the hometown advantage here for Dalton Widener. Jurassic Attack, as they get ready to do battle here, the winner will take on Classroom Crusher. Jurassic Attack advances on. Huge for points there, though, for Bari Musauer, and Zombie trips up there on the very last turn in the gray lane. And this next race will prove to see if that costly mistake will be a detriment there to Zombie in a series season's points chase. Jurassic Attack clocks in a time of 21.828. He will have lane choice against Classroom Crusher. In the blue lane, or advancing on into round two, we've got Joe Foley and Axe. And racing out of the gray lane for the very first time here tonight, please welcome in Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. Gravedigger is 1-0 against Joe Foley and Axe here in this 2025 season. The winner will move on into your JCB semi-final round. This will be an opportunity for Gravedigger to collect some points here if he's able to move on. Some good points there for he might be able to get on top of the leaderboard here this afternoon against Barbie Sour and Zombie. So take a watch here for JCB Racing. Waiting for those staging lights to be lit for our competitors. Don't forget that these times are very important for both of our drivers. The winner who has the fastest time here moving into the semifinal round will have lane choice. We've got Gravedigger to the line. We've got Axe to the line. It's time to go racing. He will now cut the series season's points chase. Roughly 8 points now behind Barbie Sauron and Zombie. So huge for points right now. Gravedigger moving on. We're awaiting his official time. There it is. It is locked in. We have a 21.401. This will be our last head-to-head matchup here in round two. Racing out of the gray, or excuse me, moving on into round two there in the blue lane, we've got Colt Stevens and Thunder Roaris. And let's welcome on in for the first time here in the gray lane, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Lucas Stabilizer is 2-2 against Thunder Roaris here in the 2025 season. Now the winner of this matchup must collect a faster time than 21.401 against Gravedigger. The winner, or excuse me, the driver with the fastest time entering into the semifinal round will have lane choice. And you can see where we stand right now in the JCB Racing bracket. It's up on the video board right now. Classroom Crusher will be taking on Jurassic Attack, and we're waiting to see who Gravedigger will be taking on here in your JCB Racing final round. Staging light lit for both of our drivers here. Lucas Stabilizer to the line first, followed by the approach of Thunder Roaris. With an amazing save, Lucas Stabilizer advances on. The momentum carries on here for Lucas Stabilizer, getting the JCB Racing win, but a great race from Thunder Roaris and Colt Stevens. She locks in a time of 21.826, but Gravedigger will have lane choice in your JCB semi-final round.
Monster Jam fans, this is the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Oh boy, it's getting close. Our fastest 4 drivers have made it to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
All right, we've got our 2 competitors ready to rock and roll. In the blue lane, we've got Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy. And in the gray lane, we've got Dalton Weiner and Jurassic Attack. Who has lane choice? He puts Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher, pushes him to the blue lane. Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack takes the gray lane. Let's see who will advance on to your JCB Racing Finals. It's time for the semis! Jurassic Attack advances on to your JCB Racing Final Round. Take a look at the replay. Dalton Weiner is in a groove right now. Fastest time of the night so far, 21.156, collected by Jurassic Attack. This is our last head-to-head matchup in your JCB semifinal round. In the blue lane, we've got Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. And in the gray lane, we've got Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Now, the winner of this matchup must collect a time faster than 21.156 to get lane choice against Dalton Weiner and Jurassic Attack. This track proving pretty nice for all of our drivers. Some fun racing out there on the track, awaiting the approach there of Lucas Stabilizer. It's time to go green! Second penalty for not getting both wheels, the front wheels there up on top of the ramp, the tank off ramp. That means your winner is Lucas Stabilizer! What an incredible unfolding here in JCB Racing. Lucas Stabilizer continues her role. Cynthia Gauthier, take a look at the Super Glued to the Action replay. Just a little fumble there from Gravedigger. It was looking like a great race there from Tyler Menninga, though, but unfortunately, Lucas Stabilizer, though, capitalizes, gets the win. She moves on with a time of 22.050, but Jurassic Attack has lane choice.
Birmingham, this is the final round of JCB Racing. Oh boy, it's getting really close now. Only one winner can take home the first 12 points of the evening. I need you to make some noise if you're ready to meet your final contenders.
In the blue lane, she is your 2019 World Finals High Jump Champion, from Quebec, Canada, it's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And in the gray lane, he has 3 JCB racing wins under his belt here this season, and now sports a 23-12-13 racing record. From Knoxville, Tennessee, it's Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. 12 points are on the line for both of our competitors here, bragging rights as well. Who will earn the first points of the night? We're about to find out here in just a moment. We've got one stage to the line. We're awaiting the approach of Jurassic Attack. It's time for your racing finals! Jurassic Attack does it right here in front of his friends, his family. 3 hours down the road from Knoxville, Tennessee. This is his second home. Make some noise for your JCB Racing winner, Jurassic Attack. Take a look at that time, 21.280. He has the first and second fastest time of the night here in JCB Racing Birmingham. Put your hands together for your JCB Racing winner, Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack.
Dalton, a huge congratulations to you after a challenging couple of weeks. Talk to us about how necessary this win was to get back that momentum, but also how sweet this victory is because you've got family in the house.
Man, it always makes it sweeter when I got family in the house. Everybody that has supported me for my whole life is standing up in the stands right there. You know, there's a couple that aren't there, but man, the ones that were there for me all my life are up there. My mom, my dad's best friend, his kids. Man, it's awesome. I'm feeling so good right now. I felt like I wasn't going to get another racing win this year, but man, we pulled it off. What do y'all think, Birmingham? Y'all having a good time or what?
Well, we caught up earlier and we talked about how last weekend you had the opportunity to kind of brush up on some of those Arena Championship Series skills. And that's a lot of what we see in the two-wheel skills challenge. So talk to us about how you're going to apply that to the next competition.
Oh, man, I hope that the stuff that I was practicing in Louisville kind of transfers over, you know. I'm going to balance this 12,000-pound dinosaur up on the front tires just like I do every time. Try to combo it. Try to do something crazy for you Birmingham fans, man. Like I said at the round table, it's one and dones the rest of the year. Mike and I both, we don't care what they look like at the end of the night. We got all week to put them back together, baby. So I'm going to make you a deal. The louder you get, the wilder I'll get. So let's have a good time. Woo!
Take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, making it look so easy out there on the track. He is your JCB Racing winner, clocking in that time of 21.280, the second fastest time of the night, but the first fastest time of the night also belonging to him as well. Now he stands on top of the BKT overall event leaderboard with 12 points, but right behind him on his heels is Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier with 11 points. Classroom Crusher collects 10 points. We've got Gravedigger with 9, El Toro Loco with 8, and Thunder Loris with 7. Well, coming up next, we got our Monster Jam Skills Challenge, and this is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their sickest tricks, or they can do one Monster Jam donut. Myself or Jabari will let you know what you see out on the track. You might see some poppers, stoppies, wheelies, bicycles, combination moves, or maybe some new inventive moves. And right now, you can scan that QR code to get ahead of the program here. JudgesZone.com. Of course, in just a little bit, we'll let you know what that QR code, or excuse me, what that code is so that you can get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. But right now we're going to throw it to the video board. We're going to take a little deep dive into all the moves that you might see out on the track.
My favorite skills move is a bicycle to moonwalk. Get the truck up on its side, right in as far as you can, turn it in and hit the brake feet to stand up, and then moonwalk it right on out.
It really is when you can hit a ramp and be straight up with your Monster Jam truck and land your truck. You can walk it, it's even better.
A donut is when you get the Monster Jam truck to turn all four wheels and the truck actually starts to rotate on the dirt, and it makes the impression that it looks like a big donut on the ground.
Monster Jam fans, I am here with Deanna and Maverick, and they were telling me a little bit of their story. You guys have been to a lot of Monster Jams. You don't even live in Alabama, right?
Are we from Alabama?
No, you don't live. You live in New York.
Oh, we're from New York!
Yeah, we got a couple people here from New York probably, but we're going to play something because you guys came all the way from Atlanta. We're going to play mini jams, okay? And I believe his favorite was Gravedigger?
Yes, Gravedigger!
Yeah, say Gravedigger. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's put up mini jams on the screen. We have El Toro Loco. We have Gravedigger, and then we have Megalodon. Let the races begin. And they're off. Looks like Gravedigger lost his first place spot. Will he catch up? Oh! It looks like Gravedigger is the winner. You know, because you picked the right truck that won, Maverick, I got something cool. This Monster Jam, Spin Master, Megalodon, Loop of Doom. You got a little Megalodon toy in there. Pretty cool, right? All right, everybody, that was mini jams. And if you guys want your very own Spin Master, head to wherever you guys buy your toys.
We're getting ready for our second competition, the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, and this is your first opportunity to help us crown a winner by using judgeszone.com. And for more on that, let's throw it back to Jabari, who's hanging out in the stands.
Yeah, that's right, Kay. Everybody here is going to score these next couple of competitions. Your scores are going to equal 50%, and we have an expert judge somewhere in Protective Stadium. His scoring will make up the other 50%, and they're going to combine them together. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. Everybody take out your cell phones, go to your browser, and head to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. You can also scan the QR code up there on the Monster Jam video board. That too will take you to judgeszone.com. Now your city code is BIR. BIR is your city code on judgeszone.com. We're going to keep that QR code up there. You'll see it throughout the night if you missed it. Judgeszone.com now. You'll have 20 seconds after either myself or Kay let you know when scoring is open to lock in those scores. That's all you have is 20 seconds. You move that BKT tire in the green to score the highest or down into the red to score low or anywhere in between. It is up to you. Your scores make up 50%. Expert judge is ready. You guys ready for more Monster Jam? Come on, Birmingham. Make some noise. Yeah.
Our first competitor to hit the track is Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Vendetta. 1 attempt remains. Back into the moonwalk.
Make some noise for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Scoring is now open. Now is your chance. Head to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores now.
Make sure you use the Super Glue TV Action replay to help you get those scores locked in. You can see the popper. A little bit of a pause there to the stoppie, actually. So we saw about 4 different moves there in that combination for the second attempt. Your scores are locked in. Keep your eyes locked to the video board. Your score for Vendetta is a total score of 7.046. Our second driver up, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com, you got 20 seconds.
All right, you can still score on that 1 attempt there for Megalodon. As we await your fan scores, you can see that reverse popper, and then you can see those back tires kind of slide. And he's not able to dig into that traction there using the tread of the tire. And those treads of the tires are about 2 inches. So it takes a lot for those tires to slide. Nonetheless, not able to grab that traction and just lands on the side there, but get those scores locked in. Your score to beat, Vendetta 7.046. Your scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon is a 3.184.
All right, Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Dustin. Wow, you've been coming to these for how long?
About 6 years almost.
6 years, okay, cool. Well, we are gonna play some Monster Jam trivia. I actually have a really cool flag to give you if you get this right. Let's put up the Monster Jam trivia and see who we have.
Hey Monster Jam fans, Kevin Crocker here, and it's time for some Monster Jam trivia. What is the frame of a Monster Jam truck made? Is it A, wood, B, tubular steel, C, plastic, or D, building blocks? If you know the answer, shout out.
Well, is it wood, steel, plastic, or I seriously doubt building blocks? Okay, so you've been a fan for many years. You should know this one.
B, tubular steel.
He's going with B, tubular steel. Is he right?
If you guess B, you got it. Now, time for more Monster Jam.
Yeah, he got it right. Give him a round of applause. I got a prize for you upstairs. Hang around. Let's get ready for more Monster Jam Birmingham.
We have our next driver up. It is Chris Kohler, Mayhem. He pops it off. The Morgan & Morgan backflip into the nose wheelie, rides it out there. A brief little pause, back into a moonwalk with the balancing in act. And see those back tires waving left and right. Sets it back down. He has one more attempt remaining.
Make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. 20 seconds, let's lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
That was his second attempt. That was my bad. Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. A great run there for Chris Kohler. That second attempt using the trench box. Getting it into that popper, into that nose wheelie. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Vendetta 7.046. Your score for Mayhem is 7.837. Where we stand right now in the skills challenge, Chris Kohler and Mayhem now takes the top spot here with a 7.837. Vendetta and Megalodon round out the other two that have gone here in our Monster Jam skills challenge. On deck, we still have Avenger, El Toro Loco, Zombie, Axe, Thunder Roar, Jurassic Attack, Lucas Stabilizer, Gravedigger, and Classroom Crusher. Coming up next, we got Jim Kohler, Avenger.
Make some noise for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Scoring is now open, judgeszone.com. Let's go ahead and lock in those scores.
He gets the Monster Jam donut going. You can count the revolutions here, maybe on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. He is round and round and round. Get those scores locked in there for Jim Kohler and Avenger. 3 seconds left there at judgeszone.com. Your score is locked in. Your score for Avenger is... You gave him a 7.073. Our fifth driver up is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. We've got the popper off of the racing ramp. A little smoke. And now we can see him moving side to side there. Exchanging the weight there left and right. An inside cab look there at Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Looks like he might be changing his mind. Didn't like what he saw out there on that blue racing ramp. Moves over here now to the gray racing ramp. It back down.
Make some noise for El Toro Loco. Oh boy, Armando Castro. Judging zone is now open. Head to judgeszone.com right now and let's lock in those scores.
Two solid attempts here for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. That second one, the popper back into the moonwalk. Moonwalks it pretty far back too as well. Time to see what you are going to score him at using judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat Mayhem 7.837. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.849. We got a new leader, El Toro Loco. Take a look at that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco now takes the lead here in our Monster Jam Skills Challenge. There we stand on top of the leaderboard, El Toro Loco, followed by Mayhem, Avenger, Vendetta, and Megalodon. And on deck, we've got Zombie, Axe, Thunder Roars, Classroom Crusher, Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, and Jurassic Attack. Get those zombie arms moving for Barry Musauer, Zombie! The slap wheelie for Barry Musauer in Zombie.
Let's hear it for Barry Musauer, Zombie. Scoring is open. Head to that to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores. 20 seconds.
Barry Musauer tries to reach for the moon here tonight. The big sky wheelie. Get those scores locked in now at judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at that replay. We kick things off here with the slap wheelie as his first attempt. And then look at that, the air, the elevation. Barry Musauer, Zombie. All right, your scores are locked in. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.849. Birmingham, your score for Zombie is... You gave him an 8.679. Good enough right now for second. Our 7th driver ready to get to the track is Joe Foley. X. Joe Foley with the double slap. The slap wheelie combination there. Bounces that back twice for a nice combination with one more attempt remaining. Uses a ski jump. Popper into the stoppie.
Let's hear it for Joe Foley in X. Lock in those scores right now. Judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Time to get those scores in. Remember, the score to beat right now is El Toro Loco 8.849. We saw the slap wheelie attempt with the double bounce as well, back into another slap wheelie. You see it right there? He rides it down, and then he sets it back down, slaps it back up, and does it one more time for a nice triple combination move. A great move there for Joel Foley. Scores are locked. Your score, 7.237. On deck, we've got Thunder Roar's Classroom Crusher, Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, and Jurassic Attack. Up next, we got Colt Stevens, Thunder Roarus. Nice popper combination there from Colt Stevens and Thunder Roarus. One more attempt remaining here.
Make some noise for Colt Stevens, Thunder Roarus. Let's lock in those scores. Birmingham, Judgeszone.com is the place to go. You have 20 seconds.
He goes for the bicycle attempt and gets a little bit of a sidewall there. You can even see some of that dirt on that sidewall. BKT tire not able to save it. It looked like he was about to, though. Take a look at the replay there, brought to you by the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. There is the bicycle. It rides it on the side of the tires, just kind of skids a little too far. And right there, thought he was going to save it. Scores are locked in. Your score for Thunder Roarus is a 6.616.
Well, after the Monster Jam Racing final, Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer went to the back to the pits, and crew chief Wyatt Havens was checking over everything, and they decided to swap out the starter on her truck. So we have a little bit of footage of that we're going to go up there and put it up on the video board for you to see. As you can see, it's all hands on deck, just checking over everything on the Lucas Stabilizer truck. The starter is important because it does exactly what it sounds like. It helps to start the truck. So the starter is a small electrical component that on one side, there's the starter right there. On one side, on the right side, you'll see that there's a little gear that will pop out and it will connect to the flywheel. Then they'll both turn, and that's what turns over the engine to start the motor. It's a super easy swap on the truck, but here's the thing. Last weekend, they ended up swapping out 3 different starters on Lucas Stabilizer, and this weekend, they've already done one. I was talking to Cynthia Gauthier, and she said that her truck has a lot of electrical components in it. It's got a lot of lights, it's got the horn, and she thinks that maybe because those components pull so much power from the truck, it ends up causing a short in other areas, maybe causes some other electrical problems. But no worries, because crew chief Wyatt Havens has everything under control. The starter is swapped out, and Lucas Stabilizer is looking good for the next competition.
Casey, thank you so much for that update here as we're going to continue on here with our next driver, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Scoring is open. Head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores. 20 seconds.
All right, Classroom Crusher finishes his 2 attempts here. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. You can take a look at the Super Luke Glued to the Action replay. That will help you get those scores locked in accurately and fairly here. Scores are locked in. Your score for Classroom Crusher is 7.772. On deck, we still have Jurassic Attack, Lucas Stabilizer, and Gravedigger yet to compete. But on top of the leaderboard stands Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He already has 7 Monster Jam Skills Challenge wins here in 2025. He might collect another one here tonight, but of course we still have 3 more drivers remaining. Right behind him, Bart Musauer and Zombie. Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Classroom Crusher now sits in 4th. Coming up next, we got Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Popper into a brief pause there for the stoppie. Back into the moonwalk. Back into a reverse popper.
Let's hear it for Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. Birmingham, what did you think?
All right, he went for the bicycle attempt on the second attempt there. We're going to take a look at those replays here. The first one being some nice combination moves, the popper, and then gets there the brief pause into a stoppie. But here we go. We saw the bicycle for the second attempt into a little bit of a sidewall donut there to get back on all fours. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.849. Your score for Gravedigger is 9.041. We got a new leader. All right, we got a new leader. And that is Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger, 9.041. And with two more drivers remaining, you're about to crown a winner for the very first time using judgeszone.com. If you've not started scoring, this is the perfect time to get those scores locked in here in the first half of Monster Jam. And there you have it. The top six here stand on top of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge leaderboard with two more drivers remaining on deck, Lucas Stabilizer and Jurassic Attack. Coming up next, we got Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Get those trucker horn signals going.
Let's hear it for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Let's lock in those scores. You got 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
All right, you saw those two attempts there from Lucas Stabilizer, and now it is time to let us know what you think about those 2 attempts. We got the popper. A little bit of a combination move there on the first attempt, and then the second attempt, the popper as well. Let's see what you put her at. Your scores are locked in. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is... You gave her a 7.660. Leaderboard is up with 1 more driver remaining here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Moments away from crowning your first winner at judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at where we stand in the series season's points chase right now. You saw Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger there. Has now cut an 8-point difference there from Barbie Sour and Zombie. And that's all due, in fact, to the JCB racing competition. So 8 points now between Bari and Tyler. Don't forget, Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board right now. You can scan the QR code to donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And of course, you can donate on behalf of one of your favorite Monster Jam drivers. Don't forget, we'll be scanning that QR code up here in just a moment. Of course, you can scan STE to 785-833 as well. And donate on behalf of your favorite Monster Jam driver. During Freestyle, we will crown a St. Jude Children's Ambassador of the Night. There that QR code is. Scan right now. Donate, whether it's $1, $10, $5, whatever you want to give. Scan to donate here. And of course, apply it to your favorite Monster Jam driver on their behalf. And we will crown a St. Jude Ambassador during Freestyle. There you see where we stand right now here in our leaderboard here in Birmingham. Gravedigger and Tyler Meninga has 67% of the donations right now to his name. Barbie Sour there with 33%. So you still a lot of time to get those donations in to St. Jude. He is our last driver up. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Looks like he's transferring that weight left to right there while doing the popper. And a brief pause there into the stoppie. A nice little save there too, a reverse save there at the very end. One more attempt remains here for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. This attempt going to be off the ski jump. His last attempt here. Wasn't feeling it. Moves on to a different obstacle. We got the popper. Into that brief pause, into the stoppie, into the nose wheelie. Rides it down off of the ramp. Steering wheel is out of the windshield. Throws it out on the ground, back into the moonwalk.
Make some noise for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. 20 seconds, let's lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
That last attempt, no steering wheel was used in the making of those combinations. Take a look at the replay. Time to see where you're going to put Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, in this competition. It will be between him and our leader, Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger, for the win. And it will be solely up to you, the fans, at judgeszone.com. Your scores are locked. The score to beat, 9.041. Your score for Jurassic Attack is 8.598, which means your winner of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger.
Well, Tyler, you've just locked in your 6th Skills Challenge win of the 2025 season, and not just that. Going into the event today, Zombie had 12 points on you in the chase for the series championship. You have now cut that down to 6 with this victory.
You know, it feels awesome, but like I said earlier, I'm just out here to have fun. I quit caring about the points this year. I don't even care. I'm here for you Gravedigger fans. You guys are what matter to me, man. 40 years, over 40 years, you've been supporting this truck and that crazy old man, Dennis Anderson. But I gotta tell you one thing right now. Racing, two-wheel skills is only a warm-up for what's coming next. I'm coming out 9th. You know what it is. Monster Jam Freestyle. Alabama, get loud!
Congratulations to Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger. He is our Skills Challenge winner. And of course, the winner of JCB Racing. Congratulations to him, Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. It has been an exciting first half of Monster Jam action. But right now, this is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and meet us right back here because we got Monster Jam Freestyle left to go. Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board for some very special fan messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the pinnacle of today's event, the legendary competition of all time. Everybody, this is Monster Jam. Yeah, let's go.
He lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Seconds left on the clock.
Make some noise for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Lock in those scores. Let's use judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Great way to kick things off here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Vendetta throwing down a nice solid freestyle. That will set the tone and the bar for the rest of our field of competitors here. A few more seconds left at judgeszone.com. And your scores are locked. Your score for Vendetta is, you gave him a score of 7.949. Take a look at the replay. Now that replay will be your highlight reel for each and every one of our drivers. It will showcase their best moves throughout their freestyle run. You can use that to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. On deck, we have Lucas Stabilizer, Megalodon, Jurassic Attack, and of course the rest of the field of competitors here through freestyle. Coming up next, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Let's lock in those scores. 20 seconds. Head to judgeszone.com.
We saw some cartwheel action there at the very end of the run here for Megalodon, our second driver here of Monster Jam Freestyle. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at that highlight package here, brought to you by the original Super Glue. Some big air, Some nice saves there, great moves. You want to be looking for all of these things as you are the judges here at judgeszone.com. Keep in mind our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. And also if they do not get the full 60 seconds, then they will receive a 1-point deduction. So keep that in mind as well as you're continuing on here in freestyle. Scores are locked. Your score for Vendetta, 7.495. Your score for Megalodon is, you gave him a 7.305. On deck, we still have Lucas Stabilizer, Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, and Avenger, and of course the rest of our field of competitors with 2 drivers down. We've got 10 to go here in freestyle. The competition leaderboard right now there, Mike Christensen, Vendetta, the score to beat.
Monster Jam fans, I'm in section 114 here with Major. You ready to have some fun and play a game?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do it. Sir makes me seem old. You can just say, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're going to play St. Jude, Helmet Shuffle. Feast your eyes on the Monster Jam video board. Okay, for us, we have to look backwards, all right? So let's look and see what we have for the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle as the trophies get ready. Minor technical difficulties. Okay, well, minor technical difficulties, but because you were so cool, I'm going to give you a prize anyway. What do you think?
Thank you.
You are so welcome. I found out he was celebrating a birthday, too, so here you go, Monster Jam Truckin' Pals. Yeah, buddy. So congrats for being very brave. You having a good time, though, so far?
Thank you.
What's your favorite part?
Probably when I see them do a backflip.
Yeah, the backflips are really cool. Well, stick around because there's more freestyle coming up. Alabama, make some noise if you're ready for more Monster Jam.
Don't forget to scan that QR code. If you've not started scoring, you can do so right now at judgeszone.com. Again, a reminder that our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score, and they must complete 60 seconds of their run in order to receive to not receive a 1-point deduction. Don't forget to look for the creativity, the technical moves, combinations, wow factor, and the use of the entire obstacles.
Monster Jam fans, I have now with me Ethan, and he's going to announce somebody on his shirt. Who is it?
Birmingham, get on your feet and put your hands together. He's #1 in racing. He's #1 in your hearts. Coming to you from Knoxville, Tennessee, driving Jurassic Attack, Dalton, the people's champ, Widener!
Clock is paused for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack at 93 seconds. Looks like he lost a little power there as he was coming up onto that ski jump there. And then it just rolls backwards. 93 seconds left for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Waiting to see from our Monster Jam officials what might be going on. You can see Kennedy, his crew chief, also his girlfriend as well, sending out our Monster Jam officials to check on Jurassic Attack. Dalton Widener. And unfortunately, that will do it. No score for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Make some noise, though. Show him some love. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Unfortunate for Dalton Widener. Just not able to have any power there. And not able to get a score here. Remember, our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. So he's going to get hooked and head back. Unfortunate end there for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. Now we can throw it down to Casey G. She's got a little bit of an update from one of our Monster Jam trucks.
Well, I want to talk about a component that's really important in Monster Jam Freestyle, and that is the shocks. I was talking with Cynthia Gauthier, driver of Lucas Stabilizer, a little earlier today, and she said she's been trying some new things when it comes to her shock setup. We're going to go ahead and put a video up on the video board and show you exactly what we're talking about. So on each Monster Jam truck, there's 4 shocks in the front and 4 shocks in the back, 8 shocks total. Each shock is comprised of kind of 2 different parts. In one vessel, it'll have nitrogen in it, and the other vessel, it'll have oil. Well, the oil and the nitrogen can kind of move freely. That little dial at the top of the shock, you can turn that, and that's what restricts the flow, and that makes for a tighter shock setup. So for something like Monster Jam Freestyle, when these trucks are getting 20, 30, 40, 50 feet in the air, they need a tighter shock setup because when they land, they want the shocks to be tight to help absorb the shock. Cynthia was telling me that for Monster Jam Racing, she's been running 0 turns, which means very loose shocks for Monster Jam Racing, and her setup for Monster Jam Freestyle is now 5. So 5 turns on that dial to create a nice, firm setup for the shocks. So that's a component that's really important when it comes to Monster Jam Freestyle. I want to kind of give you guys some Monster Jam 101 on how these trucks are running out here in this competition.
Thank you so much, Casey, for that insight here. As we're going to continue on here in Monster Jam Freestyle with our next driver, Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. 20 seconds is on the clock. Make sure you guys lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
He lands the Morgan and Morgan backflip, and a powerful backflip there for Chris Kohler, and Mayhem continues on his run. Had some nice saves there, big air, lots of different things to check mark off there. Chris Kohler and Mayhem lays down a nice freestyle. And now it's time to let us know what you think about that run at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score for Mayhem is 8.628. So we got a new leader here now, Chris Kohler and Mayhem. You can check out the Super Glued to the Action replay here up on the video board from Chris Kohler, and Mayhem uses the ski jump and then lands that nice popper combination move, continues on his run. You see the Morgan & Morgan backflip as well. On deck, we have Avenger, Lucas Stabilizer, El Toro Loco, Zombie, Gravedigger, Thunder Roars, Axe, and Classroom Crusher yet to freestyle. We got our next driver up. It's Jim Kohler, Avenger. Up for the 8-pack backflip.
Make some noise for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Lock in those scores, judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Jim Kohler and Avenger lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip, 8-pack ramp, backflip, and then get some nice air. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Score to beat, Mayhem, 8.628. Your score for Avenger is 9.146. We got a new leader. So a 9.146 for Jim Kohler and Avenger, and you can see the replay up on the video board, brought to you by the original Super Glued to the Action replay. There it is. He now takes the lead with a huge score, 9.16146 here for Avenger. That is the score to beat. On deck still, Lucas Stabilizer, El Toro Loco, Zombie, Classroom Crusher, Axe, Thunder Roars, and Gravedigger. Get those trucker horn signals going for Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier. She lines up for the Morgan backflip. Lands it with 38 seconds left on her run. With the cartwheel! Yes! She saves it! Back on all fours! Clock is paused at 24 seconds! She continues on her run!
Yeah, let's hear it for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Wow, scoring is open. What did you think about that run from Cynthia Gauthier? Head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
I don't know what section I am sitting in, but y'all were making some noise for Cynthia Gauthier. What a freestyle, a save. Take a look at that. Score to beat 9.146. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is... We got a new leader! 9.383. We got a new leader, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer, 9.383. She is now leading freestyle. Take a look at the replay and look at the cartwheel. Back into the rollover, and she tries to save it. I don't know, that was incredible. Save of the Year nominee, potentially. That's what our AV guys are saying. We're going to continue on with our next driver up, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Morgan backflip, 42 seconds left on the clock. Clock will continue to run here for El Toro Loco.
Make some noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Let's lock in those scores. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
That was an incredible freestyle there for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. The momentum continues on. here with Freestyle, showing some epic moves there by our drivers. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Look at the air time on that. All right, scores are locked in. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.761. Continuing on with our next driver, Bari Musauer, Zombie.
Let's hear for Bari Musauer in Zombie. Let's lock in those scores, y'all. 20 seconds. Alabama, what did you think?
He had some big air and some big hang time there at the very end for Bari Musauer and Zombie. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. A couple more seconds left here. Your score to beat, of course, with Lucas Stabilizer, 9.383. And we await your scores now. Scores are locked in, 8.075.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in section 114 with Tyler. You've been coming to these Monster Jam events for a while now. How long?
My entire life. Now I bring my kids every year too.
That's incredible, spreading the love. Okay, so we're going to try to revise ourselves. We're going to play the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle, allegedly. So let's see what we have on the Monster Jam video board. This is how it works. We're going to put a trophy in the middle helmet, and then we're going to shuffle them around amongst other helmets. You have to guess where the trophy lands. You ready, Tyler?
I'm ready.
Okay, my friend, let's do it. You probably missed some of that. It's okay, though. Almost there. Okay, we kind of missed some of that, but if you think you know the answer, I see a lot of twos over here, Tyler. I don't know. His family is telling him one. Other fans are telling him two. I see a lot of ones.
One.
Okay, we're going to do one. Let's see if he's right. It's not under 3. Oh! What about it? Not, there we go, baby. Under number 1, Tyler. I got something really cool, a Lucas Stabilizer Mini Jams. Congratulations. Thanks so much for playing St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Make some noise if you're ready for Monster Jam Birmingham.
All right, take a look at the video board. Scan that QR code and donate on behalf of one of your favorite Monster Jam drivers. You can put that donation to any of them. But take a look right now where we stand. Cynthia Gauthier now is leading with 38%. Tyler Meninga with 14. Bari Musauer 10. We've got a lot more donations on track here for some of your favorite Monster Jam drivers. Right now, though, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer is leading the way with 38%. Continue to donate, whether it's $1 or just a couple dollars here, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. All of that money goes straight to the families of St. Jude. And, of course, they don't have to pay for any medical expenses, food, shelter, anything. And that's all because of you great, amazing fans. Right now, scan the QR code and donate to St. Jude. Let's take a look right now at our series season's points chase and the points update here going into Monster Jam Freestyle. 6-point difference for Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger currently sitting in second. Zombie is the leader of the series season's points chase, 482 points. Classroom Crusher and Jurassic Attack. El Toro Loco and now Lucas Stabilizer there sitting on top of the top 6 here in our series season's points chase. That's where we stand right now in the chase for the championship. The winner of this series will move on to an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 24 happening in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can log on to monsterjam.com for tickets and more information. On the count of 3, I need you to yell Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3. Clock is paused at 40 seconds. He continues on his run.
Let's hear it for Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores before the wheel stops spinning on judgeszone.com.
Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. It looked like he was battling another rear steer issue there for Gravedigger. Time to see where you're going to put him at in this competition. The big score right now, Lucas Stabilizer, 9.383. That is the score to beat. A few more seconds left here on the clock, judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Gravedigger is... You give him an 8.918.
She is currently leading the freestyle competition. She had everybody up on their feet. It is Cynthia Gauthier, driver of Lucas Stabilizer. Cynthia, an incredible finish to the end of your freestyle run. This place was electric. Everybody cheering for you.
Birmingham, you guys are my lucky charm. I have to say it's a team effort. We have issue with the Lucas Stabilizer truck the whole competition. They are working hard. They make sure they change the battery. We change the starter, I think. We change everything, and it's definitely worth it. Thank you so much, Wyatt. And I have to say, girls can do it too. This was for all the girls out here because we can do it.
Competing on a series like this one where you have some of the biggest names in Monster Jam, you are proving that as a female you're coming out here not just to compete but also to win.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to show that we can do it. And with Monster Jam, we race at the same level. I took a year off last year to start my family, so I have a daughter 1 year old. So it's great to be back this year and be a mom. I got the mom power.
I want to turn things on over to your crew chief, Wyatt Havens. Wyatt, one of the coolest things about freestyle is that I'm hanging out over here in crew seating, and I can see you talking to Cynthia during her freestyle run, cheering her on.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling her to go bigger every single time. Keep going bigger. I'm bored over here. Keep going bigger. And she does. I mean, that cool trick right there, she did it. I was yelling in her ear the whole time.
Cynthia, I want to ask you, do you like when he's pumping you up in your ear for freestyle?
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is our first year together, and it's been a great teamwork. He's screaming in my ear. I'm not even joking. Even in racing, he's like, go, 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 go. It just gives me all that energy, you know, to go bigger and to do some cool tricks.
Well, the two of you are absolutely a champion team, and we're going to see if they can hang on to the lead here with Monster Jam Freestyle.
Take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. Lucas Stabilizer still on top of the leaderboard, 9.383. Avengers currently sitting in second. Gravedigger now in third. El Toro Loco, Mayhem, and Zombie round out our top six. We have 3 drivers left on deck. Classroom Crusher, Axe, and Thunder Wars left to freestyle. Coming up next, we got Colt Stevens, Thunder Wars. Backflip continues on his run. 43 seconds left. Goes big. He saves it. Can he save it? The sidewall donut. Keep going. There. 7 seconds left for Colt Stevens Thunderoris.
Make some noise for Colt Stevens Thunderoris. Wow, what did you think, Birmingham? Lock in those scores, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
One more time, we gotta give it up to Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. Incredible, the world's longest sidewall donut into a safe. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. What a run. Scores are locked. It's going to be 9.383 from Lucas Stabilizer. Look to the video board right now. Birmingham, let me see that score. 9.455. We got a new leader. That was insane. He starts off with the Morgan & Morgan backflip. He lands that, goes into some nice momentum, and then it was chaos after that. The huge air, the crazy landing, and look at this sidewall donut here in just a moment. The spinning. He spins and spins and spins. We're not sure if he can save it. Keep counting, keep counting. We're up to 5, we're up to 6, 7, 8, and back on all fours. Incredible. He is now your score to beat 9.455. And we are just getting better and better with 2 more drivers left to freestyle on deck, Classroom Crusher and Axe. Our next driver up is Joe Foley, Axe. Clock is paused at 62 seconds for Joe Foley and Axe. If he cannot refire, he will receive a 1-point deduction. Keep in mind, our drivers must complete 60 seconds of their run to get an entire score. He continues on. He makes time for a full score. Clock is paused once again, 24 seconds left. lands the Morgan backflip with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Let's hear for Joe Foley, X. Scoring is open, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
Those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Our second to last competitor here of Monster Jam Freestyle, Joe Foley, X. A few more seconds left now. We're gonna take a look at that replay brought to you by the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Scores are locked in. Your score for X is 8.247. We have one more driver remaining here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition as we take a look at that replay. Lands the Morgan backflip. Cole Stevens, Thunder Roars on top of the leaderboard, 9.455. And now we await for our last driver to come to the track. Our last driver up, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
He looked like he was going to take a page out of Colt Stevens and Thunder Aurora's book there with the sidewall donuts, just not able to save it and get back on all fours. Nonetheless, get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. He is our last freestyle competitor here tonight. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat 9.455. Thunder Roars, your score for Classroom Crusher is 7.727, which means your freestyle winner is Thunder Roars. Congratulations to Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars collecting the last 12 points of tonight. And we're going to crown a overall event champion here in just a little bit. Make some noise for your freestyle winner.
What's up, Birmingham?
Colts, that was the craziest sidewall donut I have ever seen in Monster Jam after the week that you've had, marrying the love of your life, Miranda, capping it off with your first freestyle win of the season. This has got to be so awesome.
What a week, man. Getting married, coming out here to Birmingham, burning it down, having a great time. Now, you know what? They're up top. They're telling us, go, go, go. We got to get out of here. The rain's coming. But you know what? We're Thunder Roars. We came to freestyle. We showed that here tonight. Let me hear it, Birmingham!
We're about to crown our BKT overall event champion with 9 in JCB Racing, 12 in the skills, 9 in freestyle with a total of 30 points. Let's crown our winner! Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger!
Tyler, you said earlier today that the points don't matter. The only thing that matters is putting on a fantastic event for these Monster Jam fans and having a good time, and it led to taking home the trophy.
You know what? That was awesome. Birmingham, I'm sorry. We are still having truck problems with that Gravedigger, but you know what? When that truck broke early in that run, I didn't care. I was driving it whichever way. I didn't care. As high as I could jump, as crooked as I could hit anything, just for you guys. Just because I got a broke truck doesn't mean you guys need to suffer. I'm out here trying as hard as I can for nothing only than you fans. You drive me, you drive that Gravedigger truck, and you drive Monster Jam. Birmingham, I love you guys!
Congratulations to Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger. He has now cut the points deficit down to 2. Bar Musauer and Zombie still the leader. Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger right on his heels. Well, it's been an exciting Monster Jam afternoon with all of you fans here into the nighttime. Thank you so much on behalf of KCG and Jabari Thomas. I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun, and we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter it's running through your blood. Time to get loud. Everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 Yeah. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-its. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster.